Welcome to my big comfy couch. Okay, let me stop playing. Welcome back, guys, for another video. So as you see right now, we're in a different setting, different place. I'm trying to present a different vibe. Can't have wine because I have an event to attend after this, but next time we will bring on the wine. So this is going to be the first episode to the grad school gag, and let me tell you all about this series. So basically the grad school gag is just going to be about it's just going to involve us just sipping tea about grad school and talking about anything not related to grad school, related to grad school. It's supposed to be something that's very informal, just so that we can kind of get to know each other and get to discuss some cool topics. So I figured that the first video I should do should be first month update for graduate school. Y'all, so much has changed. Like, so much has changed from the Q&A that I just posted. I think I'm about 4, 5, 6 weeks in, maybe. Okay, so let's start with classes. I'm still in, I think, 3 or 4 classes, and what's required? Look, I do a lot of reading. Reading here, reading there, reading everywhere, and I get sick of it. And so actually, this has been like midterm season. So I just submitted my midterm for my theories class, and also I just got my stats homework back, and I did good. And also I have 10 days to do my stats exam. So that's what's up right now. But all of that, going to class or going to campus from 9 to 3, it was a cute start to the year. It was cute. It was cute. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. It was cute, but that's not the case. I've had times when I was on campus from 9 to 7:30, catching up on work, trying to understand my stats, running experiments. Like, I do say that I think I established a nice foundation of what I expected from myself and just trying to get into a schedule, but it was cute, but no. I've been on campus on Saturdays studying, which is something that I said that I wouldn't do, but when grad school is hitting you the way that it's hitting me, then you gotta do what you gotta do to stay on top of things.
Because they don't have answers.
Okay, we are done.
Yay! We finished our first math one.
We just need to ask her.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about course load. So I did get some footage of like how much I have to read for my theories class for just one course, but it's at least like 4 to 5 articles, and it takes hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to read. So I usually like break the readings up in like 3 to 4 days. As far as stats, so anybody who knows me and is close to me knows that I'm not a math person. I can add, I can subtract. But when you start talking about multiplication and division, and then you talk about calculus and all this other stuff that I don't know. Yeah, so stats has been like the worst experience since I've been here. Yeah, like, imagine going to class and feel like the professor is writing in another language and speaking a whole nother language. Like, I literally started to get used to going to class to not know what's going on. So I sit there and I had to become okay with being like, you know what? I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't even know what that sign means. What is that? Like, I just, okay, I'm gonna get through this class. I'm gonna take the notes. I'm not gonna understand what's going on, but I'm gonna take the notes and I'm gonna go back and teach myself later. Like, that's what I had to do with stats, because I would really be in there like, I was never even taught this, and I'm not the only one confused. So what's going on? But I like instantly felt myself starting to get defeated and started to not believe in myself, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna turn this struggle into something better. So I started really investing in a class and watching YouTube videos saved my life. Watching YouTube videos, asking for help, ask when you need help. Don't be out here just looking crazy, which is out. So yeah, but like I said, I did just submit my homework, got it back, and I did really good. And now I just have 10 days to complete my exam. And so that's the thing. So like when I talk to people, they're like, girl, I need to go to grad school. Y'all get weeks to do assignments. So like for my theories exam, I think we had like a week and a half to do it. This stats midterm, we have 10 days to do it. If you are in graduate school and you have 10 days to complete an assignment, it's because it's gonna take 10 days, baby. It's not because you should wait until the 7th day to start. Like, it's going to take 10 days to complete. So I literally, as soon as I get exams or what, like I start on it and work every day, little by little by little, so that I'm not overwhelming myself and so that I like don't get stressed or get frustrated. So yeah, that's been nice. Another thing I want to talk about is like mixed classes. So you know how in undergraduate classes, you have classes where it's like freshman, senior, junior, sophomores, like it could be anything. So that's how graduate school classes are sometimes. Like your cohort, which is like the people that started the same year, regardless of their level, you guys are like gonna take all of your classes together, but some classes are gonna be mixed. So my theories class is everyone in my cohort, but there's also other cohorts with first year PhD students, first year master students, first year, second year, third year PhD students. And these classes can be intimidating sometimes when you're like it's your first year. So just chill, just relax, because it's not like my classes are not in an auditorium, so you cannot hide behind anyone. My theories class, for example, it's in a conference room, a long conference table, and the professor sits at the end of the table and we all are sitting around the table. Very intimate. You don't speak, you don't get the points for the day. Like, there's no hiding behind anyone. So when you're in these classes and you're with like older people, you assume that they're smarter than you, and you assume that like, oh, if I ask this question, they're gonna be like, oh, this first year, like she's so stupid, or whatever the case may be. But like I said, be on your own walk. Be on your own walk. Like, I'm really good at theories because I'm really good at analyzing literature. I'm really good at reading and picking up concepts and complex concepts and stuff like that. But also, like when I had questions, I raised my hands and I had questions and I asked them, because if you don't, like, you'll be working on an exam and you have a completely different idea of what's going on than everybody else in the class. And because your pride was up, now you walking around with your out. You're walking around with your booty out. No. So don't let that intimidate you. Because let's be honest, like, if we're all in the same class, it's because we're all on the same level. So, and I had to realize that too. Like, this theories class, none of them ever took before. So this is why we're all in this together. I asked them questions. They asked me questions. Like, so this all can be really intimidating. Any new experience can be intimidating. So like, just be proud of your walk. And I say, if you have questions, ask them. Another thing I want to talk about is like getting acquainted with professors and mentorships and stuff like that. So within my lab, and I think I'm gonna do a whole video on like what it means to be a lab manager or whatever. But within my lab, like I've been very, very blessed to be mentored by an amazing student. She is graduating with her PhD in May, and I don't want her to go. But she also happened to be my host when I was traveling here or whatever, visiting here. But it's so important to build relationships with those around you, because sometimes like you get frustrated and you feel misunderstood and whatever the case may be, but some people have walked this walk before you. So it's nice to hear like, oh girl, like just wait, like just so that you know, like this is not new. These are the feelings that you go through when you're just in graduate school. So just get that reassurance that like it's normal to feel this way. Also, because these people can help you not make the mistakes that they have made. They can also help you with opportunities that they have done in the past and get you connected with people that they are connected with. So yeah, it's like, it's so much. I think the big difference between like grad school and undergrad is like you really have to be a professional. It's like being a professional student. Yeah, it's like literally being a professional student. Like we got away with a lot of stuff in undergrad because we were just students, and honestly that was just expected of us to just be students. But like this time around, it's not the same. You're expected to be a professional. You're expected to act as such. And that could be, you know, a big jump if you're just coming from undergrad and not used to the cultures. So I think that's pretty much all with class. I really just think that if you are having any classes that you're struggling with, making sure that you're spending that extra time that you need to understand the material is very important, because you will look up and people will be excelling around you. Also, grad school is not a time to have pride. So if you need help, like, say it. You need to talk to somebody about it. Let's talk about grad school politics. And I'm so happy that I have an advisor that is helping me academically and professionally. So I'm pretty there's politics and everything. So I had the politics talk with my advisor, and basically when you are in grad school and there's extra opportunities, you have to make sure that you're putting a stamp in the ground and saying Jayla is here, and I deserve to be a part of this stuff. So in order for administration to really consider you for anything to build your professional development, you need to you gotta do what you gotta do. So we have professors from other schools, researchers from other schools come and visit tech in our departments, have talks and stuff. So basically my advisor sat me down and was like, look, when they need students to have lunches with these professionals, or dinner with these professionals, or just come by and just show them around campus, like, I need you to always be present, because sometimes that's going to be the determining factor in some of the extra things that you'll be able to receive from the program. So just making sure that, like, at the end of the day, yeah, you are a student, but just remain professional. I think 2 weeks ago I had a really bad breakdown when I went to go meet with my advisor in my independent reading course. So it literally was like, Jayla, how are you? And I just got to crying. I got to bawling. And it was because when you're so far away from home, and then when you're in a new setting, you really do think that, like, you're all on your own with stuff. So I was just going through, like, identity issues, just being away from those I love a lot, being so far away from them, and just handling everything that is required of me while I'm in graduate school. So, one thing I had to learn is that I had to put my foot down. So within like, I don't even want to give too much details. But basically, I think I've kind of built this identity with those who know me now in the program as like super organized, and I stay on top of things. So what I was starting to realize was that when people had questions, they weren't going to the proper people. They were coming to me about things, and I'm always a helpful person, and I'm very excited to help people, but also I had to learn like my breaking point. Like you're not gonna drain me. So if we're all in a class and we're all confused, there's only so many times where I can be the liaison between the professor and us asking for help. Sometimes like the relationships that I have with people have to be a give and take. I cannot give. Like that is not a thing. So I was just like so overwhelmed. Like, I don't even know how to really get into it without giving too many details. But I found myself comparing my walk to other people's. And I had to really like reel myself in when I like started to notice what I was doing. Like, first off, just because I don't see something doesn't mean that it isn't occurring. So just because it looks like people are leaving and going home don't mean that they're actually doing that. And also, yes, like what's required of me as a lab manager is extensive, but these are skills that I'm probably not gonna get in any other lab. One, if I was to join another lab, and two, these are all skills that are really gonna set me apart when I'm applying to jobs after this. So I really had to just take my stress and take my perspective and turn it into something positive, and just be happy that my walk is what it is. Like, it's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs, sometimes it's gonna go past fast, sometimes it's going to go past fast, sometimes it's gonna seem like it's taking forever, but it's my walk, period. So I should enjoy it. But nevertheless, even though I'm not able to pull the whole 9 to 3, I still do make sure I spend time with myself. When I do come home, like I still do keep all of my schoolwork at school. Thank you guys. This is all for the first episode of the grad school gag. So yeah, I'll see you guys in our next